First and foremost, it's great to get a win. I thought we did some really good things defensively. I thought in the first half we played well offensively. That's our team is interesting. Like right now, we're going to have to win ugly, and that's what we did today. Hopefully, we can start getting back whole. It was great to have JB out there. He gave us a calming influence. Obviously, provides leadership. He's a good player. Competitiveness. He's a guy that talks. So it was good to have that. Knew he would be a little bit rusty, which he was, but he made some big plays for us on both sides. I thought our defense was tremendous. I thought our three-point defense was good. And it just feels good for this group for what we've been through. The first week and a half, 2 weeks of the season, to be able to get a win. We were able to do it with some game pressure after we built up a big lead. We still have to really work on value in the basketball when things get a little bit chaotic. We have to be able to have poise and be strong and make plays. But really proud of how we fought, how hard we played, and how we defended, and the fact that we won. Questions?
Did you expect Burton to play 25 minutes tonight?
Not 25. We thought maybe about 20, but the way the game was going, I didn't want to take him out.
What did they do differently defensively to kind of pressure you guys?
Nothing. They just pressured a little bit more. Thought we got a little bit fatigued. We probably missed in the second half about 6 to 8 shots right there at the basket that rolled around the rim. It was like it had a lid on it. And I thought that deflated us a little bit. But they pressured the basketball. They made catches a little bit more difficult. They scrambled. But again, we missed some good looks.
Early in the first half, John Hughley had seemed like he was having some really good possessions with good assists, timing off the double teams. In the second half, he kind of took some outside shots to the fadeaway. Are those shots that you're okay with him taking? The deeper shots?
If he's open and it's a good shot, we feel confident with John shooting threes. But that's not something that we want him exclusively doing. I thought John was tired, and I thought he played tired at the end. And so we got to, work on that part.
Jeff, what do Dan Oladapo got the starts tonight? What have you been seeing from him, either whether it's the WVU game or in practice lately? What have you been seeing from him that I guess prompted that then?
Well, number one, he played well against West Virginia. He's played well in practice. But Mo didn't practice. Mo didn't practice Sunday and Monday. He had an excused absence. He had to go back home to deal with something with family. And so I knew I wasn't going to start him because he wasn't here for the game plan and things like that. He got back last night. He was here for shoot around today. So that's why Dan got started.
I guess on Mo's end, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Jeffers had a couple of turnovers, but was active, had his hand on a lot of balls, 9 rebounds.
You got some big rebounds, some big offensive rebounds for us. He's got to be stronger. That's the thing. Those turnovers came because he's got to be stronger. And not just him. We have to be stronger. We have to be stronger. Our decision making at times has to be a lot better. We have to be able to feel the game a little bit more. But he got some huge rebounds for us off the free throws. Got 2 that led to a field goal for him. I think the second one led to John getting fouled and getting to the free throw line. But he made some big plays there.
Is it just flow of the game? I mean, you guys only attempted 4 threes tonight, or is that kind of an emphasis?
I think it's the flow. I think against West Virginia may have been 3 or 4 also. Look, we're not a good three-point shooting team right now. That's the reality of it. And so if we get good looks from 3, we want to take them. But that's not who we are right now. And again, we're figuring it out on the fly. It's been a challenge. But again, I love how these guys have shown up every day from July until about November, I think 6th or 7th. We had way that we practice, the way that we work. We put in a lot of stuff and a lot of work, especially on our offense, because I felt coming into the season that that's an area where we could struggle. And so it's been really different how we've gone about this. It's been the total opposite of what we've done in the past. Normally, the whole emphasis is on defense and we work on offense, but I felt like we get better as the year goes offensively. We spent a lot of time on offense, not as much on defense. And then all of a sudden, a week before we play, we had two of our better guys on the perimeter that are gone. And obviously we had, kind of gotten accustomed without JB. But, with those three guys, Nike, JB, and Ithiel, number one, they're older. They're three guys that can all create a shot for themselves or somebody else. They all have pop. They can shoot the basketball from behind the arc. They're older, so they have leadership. They have toughness. They've been through it. All three of them can defend. And so now all of a sudden, we're trying to figure out, do we still play the same way? Because it doesn't fit kind of what we had. You saw some glimpses a little bit today with JB and Femi in there together. But, hopefully that's something we can continue to, get better with as we get whole.
It seemed like in the second half when they were starting to get some runs, you were able to rely on Femi and JB especially to calm things down. Is that something that you guys were able to rely on throughout the season?
Yeah, that's something coming into the season I thought that we would be able to rely on, the strength of the backcourt, and then John. And then the rest of our guys, they're good, but they're guys that play off other guys. And that's what we haven't had. We've really just had Femi and John. And, as far as guys that can create, John's creation comes, at times you have to double him. And so guys can get open there. Femi can get in the paint and force help. And so, again, having JB, it's another guy that can do that. Hopefully that opens things up a little bit more for us.
Nate's a guy that started, all your games so far, went 3 for 3 tonight. What has prompted him earning a normal, regular starting role, and what have you liked from Nate so far?
Nate's a good player. He comes to work every day. He really wants to be better. He's gotten better from the time he's gotten here. But what's prompted the start is the lack of guards. I mean, we once those guys, were out and JB was out, we had an odd team. I mean, we had one scholarship guard, 2 wings, and then the rest of the guys are forwards. And so that's what prompted the start, was our lack of bodies. And then today I didn't want to start JB today. I didn't want to put pressure on him like that. But Nate's a good player. He's going to be a really good player for us.
You talked about, working more on offense than defense, but how impressed are you with your defense to hold a team to 50 points, out-rebound them by 14?
I've been impressed the last 2 games with our defense, our half-court defense. I think those percentages would be even lower in both games if we didn't turn it over and give up the transition baskets. Obviously, the last game was a lot more, and they had 34 transition baskets, but I think our half-court defense has been good. We've rebounded the ball well. We've out-rebounded the last 2 teams. There at the end, we didn't rebound the ball well. They got some extra shots, but I'm pleased with what we've done in the half court. Now, again, our transition defense has to be a little bit better, and our offense can help that.
John, you talked about how John got tired in the second half, but in the first half when he was playing, I thought he was playing a lot better. Did you like the way the confidence he had with the ball? It seemed like he was reading when they were coming with the double team and quickly transitioning out.
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence in him. I think John's a really talented, skilled young guy, but he's learning how to put it all together. And, I look at this as like a freshman year again for him. Because last year he only played 7 games, and it was just a year unlike any other that anyone's ever experienced. And his last game was before Christmas. It was December 21st, 20th, or whatever it was that we played Louisville. And so all of these experiences are new. He handled it well in the first half. He made some really good passes on guys cutting and things like that. But as he got a little winded, he wasn't as sharp with the things that he does, and that's something that we all have to continue to work with him on.
Jeff, you talked a little bit earlier about this team winning ugly here. I mean, I don't know how much that's some like people like us judge, but for your players, like in a moment like this and after a win like this, does it seem like they appreciate that? Where wins are something that no matter how they come are earned and they're worth savoring?
Well, we need to. We haven't won, so we should really appreciate this. It's the first win. It's the first home win. We've been through a grind the past couple of weeks. Hopefully it's something we feel good about, we learn from. We did some really good things. We learned from the things that we didn't do well, and we come back tomorrow with a great attitude, ready to work, and hopefully that leads to us getting great preparation, and we can get another win on Friday, hopefully. So, thanks.